Today we're going to be taking a tour of the PT base on Lumbari Island, also known as Todd City. After securing the island of Guadalcanal in February of 1943, U.S. forces began moving up the Solomon Island chain towards their next objective, the new Georgia Island Group. The U.S. Navy was operating PT boats out of Tulagi, and the decision was made to move closer to the action. On the northern corner of Rendova, a small island known as Lumbari was chosen as the base of operations for the PT boats in June 1943. It was part of several small islands that would form the base. Lumbari Island would become known as Todd City. Only a few hundred yards away on neighboring islands, the Navy Seabees would build dry docks, piers, camp areas, and warehouses. The PT boats would be docked around the surrounding islands near Todd City. Many of the Pacific PT bases have long been forgotten to history, but Todd City is remembered because of a young Navy lieutenant and a PT boat patrol. On August 1, 1943, Japanese bombers attacked the PT base and sunk part of the dry dock and a PT boat. Later, on the evening of August 1, 1943, a PT patrol, including PT Boat 109 commanded by Lieutenant John F. Kennedy, was sent to the Blackett Strait between Gizo and Kolombangara. Later that fateful night, PT 109 would be struck and sunk by the Japanese destroyer Amagari. The story of PT 109 would make world history, and the young lieutenant would become the 35th President of the United States. Today you can take a boat out to Lumbari Island, known as Todd City. The Solomon Islanders are very proud of their history in World War II, and they protect many of these historic locations. Once you arrive, the first thing you will see is the original seawall that was built for boats arriving at the base on Lumbari Island in 1943. Time has reduced the wall to its base, and it is visible just under the water. On the island, none of the structures are the originals, but the original cement foundations remain. This is the foundation for the bakery that was on the island. Just behind the bakery is the island's well for fresh water. Moving down the path a short distance is the island's bunker used during enemy air raids. The structure used 55-gallon drums filled with sand and was stacked much higher than what remains today. This building was rebuilt by the locals so the visitors would get an idea of what the original Chow Hall in Todd City looked like back in 1943. It was built on the original foundation. Artifacts that are found in the area are brought in here and put on display for the visitors to see. The locals are proud of their service to the Allies during World War II. One of their proudest moments was being part of the rescue of Kennedy and his men of PT 109. On Lumbari Island, they maintain a memorial to Kennedy and PT 109. As you leave the island, you're going to also notice artifacts near the shoreline. The PT boats were docked around the neighboring islands. Just a few hundred yards away was the dry docks and piers on the neighboring island. This small lagoon area was the location of the dry dock and pier, and many of the PT boats docked in this area. The dry dock and pier was damaged during the August 1, 1943 Japanese bombing attack. Getting closer to shore, a structure underwater begins to become visible. Here is what remains of the dry dock and pier, now underwater in this small lagoon. A historic reminder of the base here at Todd City. I hope you've enjoyed this video tour of Todd City. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at SFR Productions, as we will be posting more World War II Pacific locations very soon. If you're interested in the PT-109 story and Kennedy, please look up our video covering the sinking of PT-109 and Plum Pudding Island, which is now known as Kennedy Island. The video is titled Kennedy Island and PT-109. Thanks for watching.